Hi there. Another thing to talk about is this notion that white people are racist by default, and all white people should talk about how racist they are. They have to check their privilege, they have to check their whiteness constantly. It goes to a ridiculous extreme when people are asked to wear some white bracelets to constantly remind them that they are white, they have privilege. They have this so-called air that other people don't have. White people have this whiteness as air, and they don't realize that they have it. And there is another notion. If you are a white person, you are considered by those social justice activists to be fragile. Why? Because if you are told that you are racist, if you are told that you are using your privilege, even not knowing about it, then you try to say, no, I'm not racist, I'm not judging people by their color and stuff. That is considered fragile. Defending yourself, saying you're not a racist, is a racist. When you say, I don't agree with that stuff, then they say, no, stop. You have to listen. You have to shut up and listen what we are telling you. And what's right is that you are racist. You are being white, you are using your privilege, you have to go to the end of the line and wait for other people to speak, especially if you are a male. Because by default, you are oppressing women, you are oppressing colored people, and stuff like that. And there is this notion of white supremacy, which is still raging. White people are still oppressing non-white people. For example, they say that you are considering a new opening and you're considering candidates for your position. And they think that white supremacy leads to you choosing. First, you go through the resumes and you say, okay, this guy seems to be white, I will talk to him first. This guy seems to be Chinese, no, I won't even call him. Oh, this is a black guy, I won't even call him, and stuff like that. It's not how it works. I have been a part of recruiting teams in 3 organizations in my 2 years in the US, and it doesn't work like that. We are desperate to find professional and smart people. We don't care about their race, about their ethnic background. Companies spend a lot of money to bring people from abroad for visas. It's a very painful process. Why is that? Is that because they are racist? Is that because there are so many black candidates which are good for these positions, but we are just racist, we are not taking them? No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. If you have brains, if you open Coursera.org or you go to online courses or you find books, if you want to study, if you want to get a good position, you will find a good position. You will not be discriminated against. I know it because I've had Indian bosses in all 3 organizations I worked with. I've had women as my bosses everywhere. And corporate America is a place where anybody can find a place to work and have no problems. It's very interesting to me. I have been in the US for over 2 years. I have seen all kinds of people around me. For example, I saw 2 Chinese dentists. I saw a surgeon from Egypt. I saw people from Middle East. I saw people from Africa. I saw lots and lots of professionals from all kinds of places, all recent immigrants with thick accent. If you have brains, if you have tenacity, if you have good character, if you can deliver stuff, then you will be taken immediately. Companies pay lots of money to relocate people from across the United States and from other nations, from other countries. They pay huge amounts of money for visas, for green cards. It's a painful process, but companies do it because good people, smart people, people who want to work, people who want to work overtime, they are scarce. And I have been searching for people to staff many times. So please don't say that there is raging white supremacy, that there is raging oppression of people of color. It's non-existent. I don't see it. At least where I have been working and in all the organizations that I have visited as a client, I see all kinds of people of color around me. I don't consider myself to be white. Where I'm from, people called me black because I have black hair, I have brown eyes, and I get tanned, I get brown very quickly. I go to the sun and I become a Middle Easterner very, very quickly. I don't see any oppression towards me, despite the fact that I have an accent, that I come from another country, that I'm not the same as other people around me. I see a mix of cultures, a mix of races around me. My message is this. If you want to get a better job, whatever your age, race, or ethnic background is, just go online to Coursera.org, to Khan Academy. Buy some books, download some books online. Study hard, and in a year or two, you will see opportunities open for you. You will be able to get a better job. America is still a land of opportunities for all people. One more thing. For the people of color in the United States who have never been to other countries, please talk to the recent immigrants. Talk to people from Somalia, talk to people from Middle East or from anywhere else. Ask them how they live. Ask them how people live where there are no white people, where there is no white oppression. Ask them about violence, about oppression, about slavery, and you will see that you'll have all kinds of privileges here in the United States. You are safe and protected by the law and by the people. You have a very, very friendly attitude towards you by the vast majority of people. Go beyond your little provincial attitude. Read books by recent immigrants like Ayaan Hirsi Ali, who knows, who can compare life in Africa, in Saudi Arabia, in Europe, and in the United States. People who value what you have here, what you have built here, and what you can be proud of. Peace.
Yo, other rappers claim to not give a fuck. Well, step aside, bitches, 'cause I give the lowest amount of fuck humanly possible.